For the first time in history, I am going to utter these words. Supposed leaked photos of the Roswell crash came out. Now they dropped on some weird ass website. I don't know what it was. Someone else was talking about it, and I tried to like get what it was called, but I couldn't remember. But they were anonymously left, and they were just titled "Leaked Roswell." That's it. No one can tell me who dropped them, what it was. Nobody. No one can source it. So we're literally all just left here with random pictures. We'll start with some, some of the not so crazy ones. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Is that a body bag? Is that supposed to?
Looks like a tarp of some sort.
Yeah. What's going on in the right hand corner though? I don't know.
I don't know.
What is this? Like,
That one confused me. It looks
I
like
have
a
no. I
piece of
don't
metal.
like that. I don't like that little picture in the background with it looks like an 8.
No, I thought it looks like it looks like an examination board, like for an autopsy, but that doesn't look like an ET. That looks like a piece of
Looks
crap.
like a statue.
But it looks like it's a piece of metal on like a table for hospital patients or
Right.
autopsy.
And then there's this one,
That
which
one's the
has
most
metal stuck in
believable.
the ground. This is the most believable picture, of course. What is that thing in there? What is that though?
In the
What is that
back,
thing up there? Yeah, what is that?
fucking fire hydrant. I don't know. Trash can.
It's an
Trash can
ET
for him to
fuck.
throw away
It's
the
an ET fucking trash can.
yeah.
And then we got this one. This is the weird one. This is the one
Yeah.
that everyone's kind of fawning over. But I will say this.
I don't
I
know.
will say this. The people in the background look so obscure
Yeah.
that it makes me have to think it's AI.
That's the only reason that that's the biggest
Well, I
giveaway I
want to
think for
show you
me.
something. I did a few tests. I did a few tests. This was an AI I did of
Okay.
just a UFO and a person.
Yeah.
Look at the person,
What
and
the
then
hell?
look at these people.
Yeah, they're kind of
See how they're
bent
just
and
silhouettes?
yeah.
I have even better examples. By the way, this is a pretty cool little app. It's called AI's
Hmm.
AI art or
Yeah,
something
I've
like
been
that.
wanting to get one of those. I've seen a lot of the AI art and stuff.
Look
But
at
the
this other.
craft itself, bro, that's what didn't convince me. It looks like it has all kinds of ridges on the photo of the craft of the people. It looks like a bunch of ridges, like all kinds of parts. It's not seamless. That's bunch of like
Yeah, there's
different pieces of metal.
panels.
Yeah,
There's
panels. It's
panels, and what the fuck is that thing coming out of the side?
I it looks like a platform of some sort, but
Yeah, like is that the thing that slides out and lets them go touch down on Earth?
that's
Like,
it's
is that what
also
that's supposed to be?
yeah. I'm confused
And
about
why
it
is
too.
there 75 people in the background and no one's
Well, apparently
visible?
they're according to the people we just interviewed from Dockside Media, I think they interviewed um maybe either they interviewed or there is around 600 witnesses to the Roswell event altogether. I don't know. But at the time, how many people were there? I'm not sure.
Uh, I, I, I'm just gonna throw this in there real quick, just cause this was a UFO in Texas.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
strange.
pretty visible. Um, but I mean, what do you think? So real or hoax? Or
Most likely a hoax.
most like I think it's 99.9% hoax.
Yeah,
Um,
but the idea of it
but it
is
gets you
still
thinking.
fascinating.
Yes, it gets you. It keeps Roswell in the headlines, and that's what we care about.
And if that
Uh,
is AI, bro, imagine how good AI is going to be in 10 years
yeah,
from now.
and we're
You know,
fucked. We're
then
fucked at
they'll
that
be able
point.
to
We can't
figure
believe
out,
any pictures.
yeah, but if AI is that close to that, that probably is really close to, you know, how the crash would, how the crash looked, at
Oh
least
yeah,
somewhat.
imagine we could get a an AI that
Get
was good
AI to
enough to
actually,
develop that.
yeah, to actually go back and do
Give
stuff
us
like
a
that.
couple give us a couple
Like Jesus's
like
face.
scenarios. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That'd be so cool actually.
I think it will, bro.
So speaking of that, we were talking about that the other day. So there's a lot of especially with the CE5 connection, human initiated contact and all that stuff, and just the plausibility of it. If it's all true, is the way I'm basing it off of. That just means that look at what's possible. And then you start thinking about the past and
Yeah.
all the dots that you may be there to connect. Like I'm starting to believe that alien, the hybridization aspect, I don't, that might not maybe not the true hybridization, like, they're
Yeah.
not abducting people and stealing their
Yeah.
sperm.
Not like that.
That's not what I believe. But uh, I'm really, 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 really starting to believe that they are the ones that chose us. Basically,
Yeah.
they were like, we're gonna use these monkeys. They didn't say this, but
Yeah.
we're gonna use these because they're the right. They're exactly what we need to advance the quickest, the fastest way
Yeah.
to intelligent life. So they, splice genes or whatever of theirs into into a bunch of chimpanzees and let the fucking primordial stew spin.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they just kept an eye on us. They kept an eye on us this whole time. That's To me, that's becoming the most plausible scenario.
Yeah. And more so than just kept an eye on us. They most likely never left, and because they can teleport and just go back and forth so easy, it's just like in the speed of thought.
It's
So they
seamless,
never left, and they haven't just been observing. They've been actively helping with our evolution, although it's been covertly. Um,
right?
you know that they've proven at times by being overtly here that they are here, they do exist, and so much more. It's so, and that's why I love CE5 so much too. It's so much more than just UFOs. And like with the UFO community, it only goes so far. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we have a sighting, a sighting. You can have a billion UFO sightings, but until you start to evolve spiritually and try to figure out a way to make contact with whoever's flying these UFOs, then it's pointless. The whole subject is pointless if all you're doing is just looking up stupidly at the sky and looking for the UFOs. What next? What are you going to do next? Whenever you
Right.
finally have contact, whenever you finally do see a UFO, okay, you might get a video if you're super lucky, but then what? You just live the rest of your life and just wonder what it was, et cetera, and never, find the answer. That would be really sad, honestly, and that's what happens to a lot of people. They never get the answer. With
Right.
CE5, that's it gives you so many more answers,
And it, and it
and that's what I was searching
and
for.
and CE5, like, I can only speculate about what it would feel like,
Yeah,
but if you initiate a contact and then it happens, you almost
it's
feel
insane.
connected to that UFO, right? Like, I'm
Fuck
connected
yeah.
to that
You
UFO. I
feel
brought that
connected to the
here,
universe,
and you
bro.
feel,
It's
yeah. And I
nuts.
was gonna say, subsequently, you'd feel connected to the entire universe, and at that
Yeah.
moment, it must be so peaceful.
Yeah, I always like talking slang and stuff, and I would literally like call on my homies, and like I'd always call them bro and stuff. I'd be like, "Yo, what up, bro? What up? What up?" And like always just like say stuff how I would normally talk to like a friend.
Yeah, I
That's
want
how
to have a
I was able to do it.
conversation with some. Like, I
Yeah.
legitimately I've never wanted to meet an alien so bad in my life
Oh, I
that I
know.
want them to walk into my house so we can fucking have a sit down talk. And I won't
Yeah.
say a word to anybody. I swear to God, if they're
Yeah.
listening, I won't say a goddamn word to anyone. I just want to know, and then I'll fake like I know the answers, and I'll just. If you guys on the show ever start hearing me just spout the same information every show, an alien came and met me.